Great Smoky Mountains from Townsend. About 3.5 miles from the park entrance on the Townsend side, and I'm coming up on the parking area right now for the Schoolhouse Gap Trail. Looks like there's one spot left, one official spot anyway. So that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna park in the last spot. Alright, here's where it begins, and I'm going to be running down the trail. I've heard it's about 5 miles round trip. So I did bring 1 bottle of water. Hopefully that will be enough. Beautiful stream here near the beginning. So far the trail is easy going. It's like it's an old Jeep trail. So we'll keep going. So far I've been running uphill, a little bit out of breath, but this beautiful stream, it's been all along the trail so far, about a half a mile in. So here I go. Okay, I slowed down here for just a minute. It's gotten considerably steeper. So I thought I'd catch my breath for a minute. It's so quiet out here, other than the sound of my breath. So serene. And I continue on. I've slowed down again for a couple minutes to catch my breath, and I forgot to mention the temperature today. It's probably in the high 70s. Maybe just a tad cooler in here in the Smokies, maybe mid 70s. It's been partly cloudy for most of the day. It's a little humid actually, but it really is nice out here. Couldn't ask for a prettier day. Coming up on a sign. Looks like we have reached a point where we could turn onto Turkey Pen Ridge Trail or any of those, that other trail, Crib Gap Trail. But we're going to continue on toward Schoolhouse Gap, and there's a secret turnoff from what I've been told. Actually, I know this. I was here last winter, but I would have never recognized it had I not come here last winter with a friend. So we shall keep running. And just seconds later, here's the turnoff to go to White Oak Sinks. And if we were to continue, we would be continuing on the Schoolhouse Gap Trail in that direction if we were continuing. And they don't want any horses down here, which is probably good, because I remember from the winter there was some treacherous spots. So the trail turns into a real trail here instead of a Jeep trail. So now we get some more technical trail running, it looks like, which is good. So to give you an idea of the terrain that I'm running on right now, it goes from rooty to relatively flat and not rooty. So I got to keep my eyes open when these roots come up. And that's part of the fun. Really, it is. Jump the log. Woohoo! How you doing? Howdy.
You okay?
I am.
Is everybody else okay?
They seem to be. I guess that man thought maybe I was running for help. I am running for help. This is therapy. As one of my good friends would say. Oh, I so love these trees. This is the deep in the woods niceness. Is that a word, niceness? It is now. Still some rooty trail. Looks like a bear's been scratching on this tree. I don't know. I bet you it's been a bear scratching away. Ah, stream crossing. Makeshift bridge of some sort. I don't know if the beavers put it here or humans. Not too much mud. All right. This is good. Continuing on. Oh, here's another stream. Another stream crossing. It looks like at the wetness it was deeper. Maybe when it rained last. Not too hard to cross it right now. Now we're running uphill again. They're kind of rolling hills actually. Scenery is beautiful. I haven't seen too many spring flowers yet, except on the beginning part of the trail coming in. So pretty soon we should be in the magical place. I get to run up another hill. All right. Roots. Roots and more roots. I passed a little patch of flowers, but I forgot to take a picture. Well, I'm sure I'll be passing some more here soon. Can't wait. Around the curve here. After I get over these roots and catch my breath just a little, it's time to run again. Right? Right. Oh, coming up on a sign. Help keep White Oak Sink open to the public. Obey the signage. Stay on existing paths. Take pictures without damaging plants. Limit noise. Oh, sorry. The bats are asleep. Still a far way away from the bats, so I don't think I woke them up. If I did, sorry bats. I've made it to another peak, catching my breath again. This trail, if you look carefully, you can see it continues way down below. So I'm entering the sinks. I notice it's breezy up here. I wonder if it'll be breezy in the sinks. Only one way to find out. All right, I just passed a couple people and they said that there are park rangers down here to protect the flowers, which is probably a good idea in this day and age. I came over the little ridge there, and then all of a sudden the flowers just started popping out of nowhere. I haven't reached the peak area yet, but this video doesn't do it justice. But there's like all kinds of neat little blooms all around here. I wish I was a botanist in this moment. So beautiful. Wow, even the greenery's totally beautiful. Look at these waxy looking plants. Terrific. Friend up there somewhere. Ah, I can see him. You're not probably going to be able to see him in this video, but he's on a branch 100 yards away. Dead center. He's talking about something. I might have missed the peak of the lady slippers. There's some fenced off areas here that say stay back, zoom in, of course, but then you look where you're not supposed to go. There's not much blooming, a few things here and there. I'd heard there were some amazing lady slippers. Maybe is that a lady slipper? I don't know what that is. There's a raven, not 25, 30 feet in front of me. He's so shiny. So I'm now on a part of the trail that leads up to the infamous Bat Cave, where they want us to be quiet. And there is a sign here that says no entry. They don't want to disturb the bats. It's a little bit hard to see, but there's like a metal gate back there. Up above there's a beautiful rock formation that juts out all around the Bat Cave. There's some crevices I notice in the rocks. Bet you there's some little caves, spur caves, inside of those crevices. So we'll head the other way. This is where I came during the winter. And it was a little bit hard to tell where the trails were because this is all like an open field during the winter time, but now they're a little bit more defined. And I think, looking at some of these rocks down here, this is probably like a stream. So I was talking to a couple rangers back there guarding the flowers. They told me if I go down this spur trail here, I can find the infamous waterfall. A couple 100 yards, they said. So that's where I'm headed. Coming up on the waterfall. I think I hear it. Wow. Wow. Look at that. Oh, you can see a rainbow down there. So cool. Alright, so I'm running out of white oak sinks. Pause for a minute here to talk. So one of the rangers down there had a notebook in his pocket, and I was asking him how many people had been down there. He volunteers 1 day a week, he said. And he said, to his knowledge, the busiest day this spring, they've had 115 people come down throughout the day. Interesting fun fact. Well, running into white oak sinks probably took me 25-30 minutes. I'd say if I was hiking it, would have taken maybe an hour and 15 or so. I did stop to take some photos and some little video clips and things like that, so that added to my time. If I was just running and not running, trying to take pictures and things like that, I'd say it probably would have taken a little over 20 minutes. But it is a great hike. Here I am going back over some kind of bridge and continuing on out. Okay, back on the Jeep trail. Should just be a short, maybe half mile to 3/4 miles to go. Again, it's so quiet out here. The only thing I really hear are the sounds of the birds. Occasionally I hear the river in the distance. I know I'm coming up on the stream that borders the trail soon. Past an occasional hiker. And then the sound of the wind. Alright, I just finished the run. About an hour and 20 minutes round trip. Came around the last curve in the trail there, and I was instantly reminded of civilization in the parking area. I had heard a couple cars going by as I came out, but this was a fun hike for a lot of reasons. The scenery, the trail challenge, the streams, the flowers, the peace, the sounds of nature, the birds, the sound of the wind. So if you're in the Great Smoky Mountains and you want to try something fun, come out here to White Oak Sinks. Not saying you have to run it like I did, but you could hike it. It took me an hour and 20 minutes with my stops to talk to people and to just enjoy the scenery. I'd say if you're hiking it, moderate pace, it might take 2.5 hours or so. But I hope you enjoyed this video, because I really enjoyed sharing this.